Just a cup, redemption draweth nigh. Hello, welcome back to my channel, Deliver Us Your People. And so I want to talk with you today about using the word as your sword. Now, I'm going to do some more in-depth look into how we can use the word as our sword during spiritual warfare. But I just want to touch very slightly on it today as just an introduction because it's something that I often tell people when you're having any sort of struggle, it doesn't matter what it is. So we're going to start with some very basic things. You have to know that the word is your weapon. It's a weapon against self-defeat. It's a weapon against depression. It's a weapon against anything that you could face. If you are facing something in the spiritual realm and you're warring to defeat any negative, demonic, or evil spirit, the word is even your weapon in the spirit realm. So it works. It works in the physical realm, but it also works in the spiritual realm. Our word is our weapon. Why is the word a weapon? We'll get into that much later, but just to give you a hint, the words of the Most High are powerful. It formed all of creation, and so there is nothing that the Lord hasn't spoken that you can't speak, and it will be so. It is so. It will manifest in your life, and it is so in your life. And so let's just start with looking at Matthew 4:4. And this just gives us a good example of how the word being used as a sword is done within its proper context. And so we have Yeshua, who has gone on a 40-day fast, and he's gone into the wilderness. And with that, Hashatan, or Satan, comes to him and says, we'll start from verse 1 actually. It says, Then when Yeshua led up of the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted of the devil, and when he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, he was afterward and hungered. And when the tempter came to him, he said, If thou be the Son of God, command that these stones be made bread. But he answered and said, It is written, Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of Yah. So we know that Yah spoke and said, Let there be light, and there was light. And we know that in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God. So the power is through speech, through words. Your words, the sound reverberates, and it creates, the sound reverberates and it manifests. And so there's power in that. We know that the word was made flesh, and that became Yeshua. Let's take a look at what scripture Yeshua was referring to when he told the devil or Satan, it is written. We're going to go to, let's see here, Deuteronomy 8:3. Okay, in Deuteronomy 8:3, it says, And he humbled thee, and suffered thee to hunger, and fed thee with manna, which thou knewest not, neither did thy fathers know, that he might make thee know that man doth not live by bread alone, or by bread only, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Lord doth man live. So Yeshua gave him a precept. He showed him that even when they were in the wilderness, from the beginning, once they got delivered, they were put through the wilderness, and they begged, for manna. But it says that the Lord was able to show them that they couldn't just live off of manna. They had to live off of what manifests from the mouth of Yah. And that is powerful. It shows you just how powerful this word is. That the word can cross over space. It can go through time. It lasts for generations. Look, we still have this word here today as an instruction book, as a manual, as a guide. But the word manifests when it's spoken. So I want to encourage you that if you're going through any sort of struggle in your life, if you're facing depression, look up scriptures. The joy of the Lord is my strength. And say them. If you need peace in your life, look up scriptures. Peace I leave with you. And say them. Speak it over yourself. Speak it over your children. Speak it over your life. If you're facing enemies, I remember at one point in my life, I came up against a difficult situation. If you're facing enemies, read Psalm 35 out loud. Speak that back to the enemies in the spirit realm. If you need mercy from the Lord, read Psalms 106. Declare his mercies. If you need encouragement because you're feeling as if what we're facing we can't overcome, begin to look in the word about all the different times that we've overcome. If you're facing giants or mountains, begin to speak the word showing how David slew a giant. Speak the word back to the mountain. Say, mountain, be ye moved, be ye yonder hence. Yeshua even says that with faith we're able to move mountains. Speak that word and say, I have the faith to move this mountain. Now, this is just a very simple way of empowering you so that you're able to face difficulties. Just face life, because sometimes life is difficult. If you're going through your coast troubles, that is going to be something like we've never seen before. But we have to begin to make preparation, because there is going to become a time where we have to spiritually equip ourselves to fight against some of the darkness that is coming to the world. But hey, we know that the word says that Yeshua was made manifest in order to overcome the powers of darkness, in order to fight the powers of darkness. And we also know through the same book that is written of us and is written of him, that he defeats, that the enemy is defeated. And I think that with the word of the Most High Yah, it is an encouraging word, because we serve a creator who knew the end from the beginning. He knew everything in between. So he's all powerful. He's all knowing. He's Elohim. He's creator Yah. So there's nothing that is hidden from him. And because he's already spoken it, you have access to your peace. Because he's already spoken it, you have access to your joy. There's some things that have been taken away from me. And what I say is that the kingdom of Yah has suffereth violence, but the violent take it by force. How do you take it by force? Use your weapon. Violently take it by force. Use your weapon. Violently take it by force with the word. It's a sword. It says the word of the Most High Yah is sharper than any two-edged sword. Go and use that weapon. I want to just encourage you in the meantime, until I see you again, that you continue to speak the words of the Most High. Even in prayer, I want to encourage that even in prayer, even when you're praying and you're asking the Most High for something, say, I see it in your word. I see where in your word that you said that you would not withhold any good thing from me. Or I know there was something that I was that I was dealing with. I said, Lord, I saw in your word where you have done this before, so you can do it again for me. If you're struggling and you're looking for some things to be birthed, I want you to be like Sarah and say to the Lord, I saw where you gave Sarah a child. Lord, can you do that for me? I've seen where you've done it before. You have promises in your word. You've already spoken it. It's just a matter of accessing it and reaching it and aligning up with the Most High and His proper and perfect timing to receive it. So I want y'all to walk away knowing that you have access to the kingdom. Use your weapon. If you're in spiritual warfare, use your weapon. But also, if you're looking to receive some spiritual gifts from the Most High, access them through the Word. There's just so much that is available to us in this Word. It's a rich Word. There's just so much abundance in it. And I hope that you were able to get a takeaway from this short, but I hope powerful, because I hope you guys are using your weapons and using your word. Talk today. Thank you.